Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis. I'm a Pearson Campus Ambassador at the University of Nevada, Reno, and I'm also a student that just finished taking my second semester of A&P, Anatomy and Physiology 2. So I know firsthand how difficult, and I mean difficult, A&P can be. That's why today I'm going to go ahead and show you around Mastering Anatomy to show you how you can best take advantage of your Pearson textbook and the programs that we provide to help guide you to be successful in A&P. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So this is the homepage for Mastering A&P. The first thing I want to show you is PAL. This is one of the tools I frequently used while I was in anatomy. You can find PAL by going into the study area, going and clicking that, launching study area, and then going ahead and navigating over to Practice Anatomy Lab. You can go ahead and click that. Scroll down and hit Launch PAL 4.0. And as a visual learner, PAL has been like an absolute lifesaver for me. PAL is a virtual anatomy and practice tool that gives students 24/7 access to the most widely used lab specimens. So this can include a human cadaver, a cat, a fetal pig, etc., which can be especially helpful to view when you can only see certain models maybe once a week in your anatomy lab. So speaking of models, PAL has manipulable 3D models that make it a lot easier for students like me to understand those complex functions and positions of the human body. There's built-in audio pronunciations, 3D animations, and mobile-friendly flashcards, and even practice quizzes and practice fill in the blanks that can expand your learning beyond just memorization. So let me go ahead and show you a quick tour. So respiratory systems was definitely one of those things I had to really take the time to learn. For me, it was actually difficult to really visualize it. And what really helped with PAL is being able to see inhalation and exhalation like literally happening through PAL. So as you can see here, it's literally a 3D animation of inhalation and exhalation. And you can go around the model, you can just manipulate whatever you need to see. You can even touch certain parts, like our sternum over here, and then you can go ahead and hide it. You can even click things to isolate it. If I just want to see the left third rib, go ahead and isolate it, and then it'll just isolate the left third rib, which is so cool. You can zoom in, you can move around. I find it the most helpful to just kind of see things where they are in relation to each other. So that's what I mainly used PAL for. But like I said, you can use PAL for so many things. If we go back to home, if you've ever wondered where, you can find images of things, you can always go to whatever system you're working with, let's say cardiovascular, and there's always going to be images like histology involved. You can see a human cadaver of it, which is again is super helpful. If you want animal models, you can go to cat, fetal pig, choose the system you want to go through, and it'll just it's great. It has labels, it has a gallery of many different angles that you might want, and then you can even quiz yourself and practice a lab practical. So that's just a very small demo of what you can do with PAL. Please feel free to explore this program. This was definitely my favorite program included with Mastering Anatomy. So yeah, if you are interested in 3D manipulable models and if you're a visual learner, I think this is the best tool for you. So PAL also offers flashcards that you can use to really hone in that active recall for A&P. And speaking of flashcards, you'll know, at least you'll learn through A&P that it is a heavy subject where flashcards have a real chokehold over students. I used flashcards anytime I needed to study for A&P, but what I unfortunately didn't know was that you can take full advantage of making your own flashcards using the very own e-text. So if you go ahead and navigate to our e-textbook here in Mastering Anatomy and going ahead and clicking Open Pearson Plus, you'll see a screen where it'll say Open e-textbook, and you're going to go ahead and click that. You can also see study prep on our left, but we'll go over that a little bit later. Once you get your textbook open, one of the ways you can make flashcards is by directly highlighting off the text. So let's say we want to highlight this. Muscles that oppose or reverse a particular movement. If I want to make that into a flashcard, you can go ahead and just select the text. This will automatically pop up and you can hit new flashcard. It'll automatically put it at the back of the flashcard and you can put something at the front like, what is an antagonist? Muscle system. And then hit save and it'll create the flashcard right away. Another thing you can also do is just go ahead and go towards our left menu here and click the flashcard icon. From there, you can go ahead and actually make your own flashcards or use pre-made flashcards from Pearson Plus. And you don't even have to do any of the work yourself. I mean, it's easy. And then once you hit practice, you can go ahead and review each flashcard, reveal the answer, and then also engage in some metacognition by asking yourself how well you know the flashcard. Super helpful to learning. Flashcards, just remember, it has a real chokehold over all A&P students, including my time when I was an A&P student. So definitely recommend using our flashcard feature in our e-textbook. Now that we're on this menu, I also want to tell you about our AI study tool. Just look for a little AI study tool mascot on the same menu and then click on it. And then you'll learn more about how it works reading this. But you can go ahead and ask the AI any questions and it will assist you in the best way that it can. It's a great way to really boost your studying with personalized support. We also offer a translation tool for any students who might need it. So you can highlight any text, perhaps this one. You can go ahead and highlight any text, press translate, and then select the language you need. I personally speak Tagalog, so I'm going to go ahead and change the language and hit Filipino. And boom, translation is done. What's awesome is that it's also available as an audiobook if you're ever walking around campus or sitting at the gym and need something to listen to. I personally need something to listen to at the gym, so if you're ever really bored and you need to study for a class, the Pearson eTextbook also offers a audiobook. Super convenient. The last thing I want to show you is study prep. So if we go back over here to our e-textbook and open Pearson Plus, you'll see automatically that study prep opens up. With study prep, you're going to find lots of helpful videos that break down very tricky topics and includes practice problems that help you boost your confidence for test time. I personally use this when I've exhausted all my flashcards and I want a refresher, but you can definitely use it earlier than me and use it to study rather than review, as I did. And what's also cool is if you upload your course syllabus or exam schedule, you'll even get a very personalized study plan that matches what your professor has assigned. And lastly, it also has a 24/7 AI tutor with experienced experts that can also answer your questions. So that's all from me today. You can find more product demos and walkthroughs right here on our channel. And thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope you have a great rest of your semester and take care.